Welcome to your Arteagan Daily Bread, your spiritual board meeting covering psychism, tarot, and astrology, and much more for Tuesday, March 31st, 2020. I am your Madame President, Natalee of the Arteagan, spelled Natalee. And yes, I invite you to stay for the entire meeting and all the reports, or you can go ahead and skip ahead to your report of interest, my dear. Okay, so I'm going to go right into, gavel, gavel, gavel. I'm officially calling this meeting to order, my loves. I'm going to head straight into the minutes recap. So last Tuesday, Mars met Pluto in the sky in like the 24th degree of Capricorn. So we have Mars moving forward with his little poker, right? That symbol, that Martian symbol. You know, the Austin Powers. I love that movie. The Austin Powers, you know, poking as he moves, right? Activating energies and energy potentials as he moves along. So around this time last week, what was that for you? Like, how did that manifest? How are you feeling? Take a moment to reflect on that, because we're about to be thrown into the future. And what we've got going on is Mars meeting Saturn in the 0th degree of Aquarius. And that's really kicking off the Saturn in Aquarius. And I told some peeps of mine to just like watch out Saturday night in case you feel like that shift. And for me personally, I was sitting in bed and just drifting, just like thinking, daydreaming, whatever. And I felt, I just, like, I'm going to look at my phone. So I checked my phone and it was in the minute. I took a screenshot, but it was like exactly the minute that Saturn entered Aquarius. And I went, I'm a Capricorn stellium with my moon and Mercury in Aquarius. So it's not, and I'm psychic, so it's not really that surprising. But it's still those moments, the magical synchronicity of the universe, that's something normal when you live a magical life. And that's what practical magic level 1 is really about. It's about how to have more synchronistic events in your life. When you have these synchronicities and, you know, certain things, certain moments, other little magic that I'm not going to mention, it's telling you you're in alignment, you're on the right path, you're in tune with your own flow, you're on your own track, your own individual track. And that was that moment for me. I just stopped daydreaming. You know, when you just drift off and then you just think of something else and you're getting in your technology, or you look out, you know, something. And that's what it was. It was Saturn entering Aquarius. And I was like, ooh. So I remembered what I was thinking about at the time a little bit. So anyways, that's what we have going on this week. And it's not even just this week. It's not just Tuesday. Mars meeting, the effects of this is going to last all of April. So you're not like missing it. You're not, you know, if you don't do anything assertive that, you know, today, it's not like you're wasting the energy or they're wasting the day or anything. This is going to be all month. So this is a great time to push your initiative to sort of, here's the thing with Mars is that it's the drive, it's the get in there and get her done and like, let's go, go, go. Saturn restricts, creates obstacles, takes away, la-di-di, la-di-da. Except for everything Saturn takes away, Saturn gives you so much more in return. I know that sounds so to hear, but I'm ruled by the guy, so I have to get along with him or else. So I know better. And I just want to pass it on to you so that it's like we make life harder for ourselves. And that's like the horrible thing that you don't want to accept. You don't want to just think, I'm making my life harder for myself. No, you want to blame it on Saturn. You want to blame it on Uranus. You want to blame it on Pluto. But, sorry, I know that there's like the things. So if you just listen to what Saturn wants, if you just do it, you get the reward. Because with Saturn, what you earn, you get. So just like you can count on if you mess it up or if you just go against the teachings, you can count on karma coming back to you. That's the Lord of Karma. Saturn's the Lord of Karma. Likewise, you can expect it. You can expect it to work in your favor and the opposite. You can expect that if you follow the rules, the karmic universal rules of life, of manifestation, of karmic responsibility, you can bet your buttons that that karma will return to you. You can count on it. It's just the law of the universe. It's really just, it's not personal is what I'm trying to say. Like, we feel Saturn like it's so personal. Oh my God, like, yeah, I totally feel you. So if there's something in April that you're just feeling impatient about, you don't want to wait, you want it now, you want it 10 minutes ago. I have my Mars in Aries, so I totally feel that. Just remember that Saturn wants it done right the first time. I just had this talk with Aries. Aries Weekly, all the 12 sign weeklies are on Patreon, so if you're interested, you can check that out. If you like me, if you're like, hey, I want more good vibrations, you can check it out. I'm also on Instagram. But this is getting it right the first time so that it lasts. And that's the gift that he's going to give you. You might have to, what is that? Sorry. You might have to wait, or you might feel a little uncomfortable. You might feel a little impatient, but it's worth it in the long run, because if you do it right the first time, if you're methodical, if you are slow, the want is there, like the desire is there. It's going to be something you want. It's going to be good. It's going to be something good that you want, like ASAP. Just remember that this is kind of going to take a few years, Saturn being in Aquarius. So this is a strategic moment for you to use if you want to start, or even if you want to give a boost, a steroid shot into something that's already going, that hasn't had a lot of your attention, whatever. It's a good time for that. It's a good time. And April's good for giving it structure and form. And Mars is giving you the energy to do it. But if you temper it, if I see a lot of frustration here, potentially. I mean, if this were, oh my God, I can imagine myself, like, before I became very wizened, how I would have handled this. I wouldn't have. So it's like I said before, speeding with the parking brake on. It's just, you're hurting yourself. You're acting against yourself. You are making it harder for yourself. So that's just, whenever you're feeling frustrated and impatient in the month of April, just remember that. I'm saying that for myself as well. I'm telling you, I have my Mars in Aries, so no judgments. I already have like this bruise on my leg, and when you are clumsy, when you knock your elbows and shoulders and you're just like, you hurt yourself, you stub your toe, you trip a little, that is repressed anger. That's Mars. That's Mars. It's repressed anger. So I know when I'm impatient, like I used to break my nails before I used to get like the gel. I used to break them in car door handles, like all the time. Sorry, I digress. Moving into, and I just want to keep it there for the astrology report. So on the global level, you guys, yes, immense initiatives moving forward. There's a huge boost in the technological, getting things going and getting things more streamlined. There's a huge increase in other businesses and other industries. I know Amazon just is hiring a whole bunch of people, to fill these needs for people. So tech support, importing, exporting, trading, and anything that can go to a mobile internet-based platform. That's the boost that we're seeing in April, is that everything getting caught up, everything getting online, everyone kind of coming up to the same literacy, technological literacy, or we're all trying to, right? Okay, so that's the global level. And I am a little bit concerned about the virus, because we'll see what happens. On the domestic level, oh, that's right. That was the money being dispersed. I told you guys that before. It's hard to tell the difference between when you earn the money and when you receive the money. But there's something there. And that's another thing too, is that, it's just like stirring up that, where is it? Yeah, the Plutonian, cleaning out my closet, digging in the basement type energy. So it's like all the times when we were supposed to not have money to do something that we really needed for our people, and now we're coming up with all this money to give to our people. Well, oh, no. I know what I saw. I saw it actually not having, the government being broke to pay out slavery reparations, but now we're sending money out to, stuff like that. Now it's like, oh, really, government? Really? you had all this, or this was this, you know, it's so domestically there's that. Okay. And like I said, I actually started with the individual level. Okay, let's move into, sorry guys, I'm like, psychic report. For the psychic report, they showed me the 7 of Swords and the Page of Swords, and it's almost like a, is it a secret? Oh, I almost forgot. It's a little hint, a little foreshadowing of a future collective message. If you have any aspect in your natal chart, if you care to look and you care to participate, if you have any aspect between Jupiter and Pluto, it doesn't matter if it's like quote unquote positive or negative, if this is a conjunction or a square or a semi-sextile or a quintile or what have you, if you see a little symbol, if they're connecting at all in any way, shape, or form, please send me an email. And then send me your birth information, like your birth date, your birth time, your birthplace, so that I can take a look at it and we'll talk. Ooh, what's that? Ooh. This feels like overall energy-ish, so I'm going to keep it and I guess we're done. Interesting. They want me to do a, they said, you're done, cut. And I was like, and I was going to do it, but then I'm like, oh, but wait, did we do poppers for, okay, well, I'm just going to do it. You guys know how I roll now. I just surrender to the divine. But there's this overall energy of, I don't know what side of this you're on, if this is going to resonate with you. I feel like someone is really trying so hard to not reach out to someone. Sorry, did I show you? I don't think I showed you this, the 4 of Cups with the Strength card. I feel like someone's trying really hard to not reach out to someone, to not offer that cup. It's almost like they're holding on to their strength to reject, to blot out, to sort of hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Two queens right away. There's the 7 of Swords. I called it. Psychic slip. Is it still? I guess it's. I don't know. I feel like I've proven myself so many times over being a psychic. I feel like it's a little bit less impressive to you guys now. I'll have to step it up my game. I'm just kidding. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Oh, and the 8 of Swords and the Tower. What the? The Tower card, you guys. Oh, it's good. It's good. Oh, sigh of relief. Yeah. Oh, this is going to just come crashing down. Whatever that I can't, that's going to be obliterated. And they're totally going to get the gumption to move forward. Or you. Whatever you're feeling like, I can't, I shouldn't, I would, blah, blah, blah. It was holding you back. Holding you back. If this is love, I'm feeling very sensitive right now talking about this. But no, seriously. If this is love for you, this is... Wow. If this is love, just don't be afraid of telling someone how you feel. If that's you, 8 of Swords, just do it. Just do it. Okay. I always tell someone when I love them. I always tell someone how I feel, and it always blows up in my face. I don't regret it. I don't regret being honest. It just never works out. Did you see that there was another 8 of Swords? Why am I telling you that? Why am I saying that part of it? Because it's not the point that it works out. The point is that you're honest with yourself and that you're honest with people that you love, and you're honest and that you just live in the vibration of truth. People will self-disqualify themselves it's like they can't handle your truth. They can't handle the truth. So if this is, did something just like hit my face, like a bug or something? Oh, I wonder if there's going to be anything on camera that like flew at my face. Yeah, if this is you telling someone how you feel, number one, that is going to, like, if you're like, oh, I don't want to reach out, I'm going to be made fun of, I'm going to be rejected, whatever, whatever. Guys, I've been rejected a lot, okay? And it's like, I don't know. I would always just rather know. I would always just rather try. And like I said, people will self-disqualify. Oh. 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 Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Two of Swords, the Magician with the World, and the Emperor underneath that. Oh my God, you guys. This is interesting, to say the least. So, look, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to keep it how they came out, but I'll show you. Look at how this Eight of Swords, this I can't energy, the self-restriction type energy is surrounded by major arcana energy. Very progressive energies. Look at this sword card, the Two of Swords, that stagnant and stalemate, I'm stuck energy. And look what's right following it, the Magician and the World. Two more major arcana, powerful energies, very progressive, forward moving as well. Completion of a cycle and beginning of a new one. And you know what? It's happening a lot. You know, guys, there's a lot of change happening. Okay, as things start to go retrograde, it's going to give us a chance to process all of the big changes that have happened so far. This is random. Yeah, the virus will be back. Like, it's going to go and it's going to come back. Okay. Probably when Mercury retrogrades, I shouldn't smile, but probably when Mercury retrogrades, it retrogrades like a few times a year. And this was all in this Mercury retrograde and Pisces cycle, February, March. Okay. So I don't know why that came through. That's for someone. I guess it's for all of us. But yeah, I'm seeing, oh, there's something with that. It's correlating because that's what I was talking about. Wonder, let's see where this goes. Let's just get into the reading for real. So in the far past, or the root cause, the situation here, like the root of the situation, the context that everything is going to be red moving forward. We have the Seven of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. And you know what? I feel like someone's planning like a surprise birthday party or something, but a bigger than a birthday party. But like, oh my God, I just heard the universe is conspiring for you. Like almost like the universe is being sneaky. You know, like the universe is kind of like, they don't know what's coming. They don't know what's coming. You know, kind of like that. I knew I felt the Seven of Swords. I knew I felt it. Okay, let's move forward. In the recent past, and this could still be upcoming for you depending on where you are in the story of energies, my loves. So we have the Seven of Staves and the Knight of Wands. I feel like someone's trying to get in and someone's saying no. No. Yeah, that's that simple. Okay, meat of this whole Hershamagas, we've got the Ace of Cups with the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is someone really scrutinizing an emotion, really scrutinizing an emotional reaction, scrutinizing a feeling, scrutinizing a relationship, scrutinizing a major relationship. It's like it is under an analytical, mental microscope. Coffee break. Ugh. I don't like that coffee. They didn't have the kind I usually get. I usually get like a very dark roast. Okay. Crossing that energy. Look at this. Look at how it's a feminine energy. I mean, it's an airy, mental feminine energy, but still feminine. And then crossing this energy, we have two more feminine energies. We have the Queen of Wands and the Empress. Like, look at that. That's just very... It is. When I was like, is it? This is the new couple. This is the new divine couple. They're telling me the divine couple thing, what they mean when they're telling me to say these words. They're saying that these two, oh my God, it leads into the video that I wanted, the next collective message that I have to do for you guys. It's a frequency. The divine counterpart, this divine, and they're saying couple. They're not saying counterpart. They're saying couple. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's important for some reason, but they're saying this is like a divine couple, and they're saying the divinity is like a frequency that they both maintain. Could be, you guys could be like very spiritual people, or like very positive people, you know, like that that fire and air sign positivity. It's like this buoyancy where it's like you air and fire signs, like you guys move the energy so much easier. And us earth and water signs, we just like stew and marinate in the pain and just like, you know. So I'm getting not that it's like easy breezy, beautiful cover girl type breezy energy. I'm just getting that there's a frequency that is very difficult for people to achieve and sustain. And some people do it because they're born like able to do it. They have a buoyant personality. They don't use it. They don't manifest with it because they have a great attitude, a great perspective, you know, already. But they're saying that that's what this is. This is. I actually feel like that we're talking about the feminine. You know what? What was the reading? Was it I can't keep them straight now that I'm doing like so. I'm putting out so much content and doing so much psychic channeling for everybody now. Now I'm like, where did it show up? I remember it, but where did it show up? I'm feeling like this is, I'm sorry. Just so you guys know, whenever someone scratches their nose, it could be a tell that they're lying. I'm so sorry. I want to explain that because, just because people need to know that when people like cover their mouths, and I see psychic tarot readers doing that like a lot, like where they do that a lot throughout their readings. For me personally, there's allergies. There's also like I have to really dust my place. Like I found a lot of fibers. Anyway, so it's not the like any nervousness. I just had to explain that, and I want you guys to know that too. It's a micro expression. So if someone does this whenever they lie, no, I didn't. Sure, I did. When they were a little kid, it was probably like, oh, I did it. I never did it. You know, it's a smaller micro expression of the whole hand covering the mouth. Anyway, I teach that, but like body language stuff, but anyway, sorry. Digression. But they're saying this is the feminine energy of both individuals, and that's why they're like, remember that reading that it was the masculine energies of both individuals, that they have to conquer their ego. That's where they told me that, oh, I think it was the universe is listening, tarot reading, right? I think so. Anyway, this is like the feminine side. This is the other side of it. This feels like the masculine, to be honest. Scrutinizing this feeling, scrutinizing potential, scrutinizing an outpouring of emotion. It could have been. Maybe you did tell someone how you feel. If you did, you're the one who told someone how you felt, and they're saying, they're giving you like a boundary. They're saying, wait, chill. And they're thinking about it. They're really analyzing it under the microscope. This energy crossing really helps a lot. Their determination. I'm sorry. Their determination is that it's all good, that if you're the one determining, it passes your, like, remember the no bullshit. Queen of Swords is no bullshit. Remember that? It's like it passes the bullshit test. You pass their bullshit test, they pass your bullshit test. I don't know. This is definitely going to be in divine timing. This is so bigger than just two people getting together for the sake of getting together. This is a divine couple, and their frequency is important to replicate and to be, as an example to other frequencies. Very different from the very passionate the first divine counterpart energy that I picked up, and that was very like dramatic. This couple is like past that. They're past that torrent of, they're not to say that there's no passion or anything. There's obviously a lot of sexual attraction, obviously a lot of passion. It's just like truly divine, where the other couple, their divine counterparts, to achieve that frequency, that they're both, that's what it was. Thank you. That's what it was. Like they're both, their big thing is just like getting together and just, those couples, I remember that when I would be like, oh my God, they're going to pop the question, like, and it's going to come out of nowhere. And I would remember getting emails over this past year when it would come through and people would tell me, oh my God, I didn't think you were right, but it was true and all this stuff. This is a different couple in the sense that they are in this frequency already by the time they meet the other person. Whereas the other one, the Emperor, do you remember that? I mean, if you've been watching me, but if not, then there was this epic love story that I had channeled for months over the past year. And it was just really epic. Like both of them had a lot going. Anyway, I know the feminine was kind of leading the way there too. But this is like, if that feminine, because there were masculines of those that didn't make it, this could even be that feminine who kind of made it. And now there's masculine dominant energies that are divine, that really are a vibrational match. So it's going to be different for all the different couples that applied to. And for whoever this is, you guys, you're both, I'm telling you, you're more spiritual than the average Joe, which will hopefully be changing now. With the Arteagan and everything that we're doing, getting more people into, that's the whole point, is raising the vibration of the planet. Okay. So your determination, they pass the bullshit test. Their determination, you pass the bullshit test. I feel like you're probably doing it to each other, though, to be honest. I feel like you guys are mirroring each other, and it's like someone knew quicker. I don't know about that, actually. I don't know. Because I'm getting some... Anyway, the next energy that you can expect to come into, my loves, is really good news. Like, over the moon, happy good news. That's when they tell you. That's when you tell them. It's like... And it's not like you tell them, like, okay, you've passed my determination. You can enter my heart. Darling. No, it's not quite like that. It's more like you guys engage in a conversation and it organically unfolds and it's organically very obvious. You guys are already in a divine frequency. So it's like the cups all come out. Remember, you're analyzing one cup. You're analyzing one cup. And when that passes the test, then it's like, okay, let's make it rain. Let's shower ourselves with rainbows and butterflies. Rainbows and butterflies and gummy bears. Okay. I can make that joke because I used to have a lisp. Why that word has an S in it is beyond me. Oh, duh. Let's clarify the communication. Someone wants to know. All right. Let's clarify the 8 of staves and the 10 of cups. I told you. Where did I write it down? I mean, you can't tell that this is a sword because it's extremely crude. But look at 7 of swords and a page. Page of swords. And we already have the 7 on the table. It's still fun for me. I used to say it on the channel all the time. The funnest part about being psychic is seeing it work. Okay. And the Page of Pentacles. And look, communication, to clarify the communication. I feel like someone's learned their lesson. I feel like someone is going to report back, either you or the other person, of it's either going to be, I tried to stay away, but I just couldn't. I had to follow my heart. I didn't think it was possible, but I was really telling myself. I was trying to kill it before it could start, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't lie to myself anymore. I couldn't make a narrow environment for myself because I know the truth that it's not so narrow. And or it could be, I didn't know what to do, but then my desire told me. I didn't know what to do, but like the will, you know what I'm saying? That's the ending of the cycle, is getting locked up in analysis paralysis and allowing your desire to be your truth. Because this is you denying yourself. This other person. This is someone saying, I don't want it. You're telling yourself you don't want it. It's just, that's why I'm saying just put yourself out there. I've been jilted in love. I mean, it's, So just go for it if this is you. This is that couple. They're rechanneling it to me that it took the end of the world for someone to be able to do this, for this divine couple to get together. It's a little dramatic. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It took the world falling apart. It took all of this for you to realize that, like, you love me, that you want to be with me. It took all of this to realize that, really? It makes a good story to tell your children. The world had to fall apart. The world had to stop in order for me to get in touch with my feelings and realize that I fell in love with your mother, your dad, your whoever. I see the lesson being learned. That's what they're going to communicate. They're going to, them. And see, in the channeling, these are connected. The Page of Swords and the 7 of Swords. It's connected. It's sneaky. It's like surprise birthday party. So it could be that one of you are planning a surprise, like in cahoots with the universe. Because this change of fortune, it's going to bring you up, bring you down. You guys are obviously on the up and up here. You're very positive. But there's going to be a reversal in the situation. There's going to be maybe not a reversal, but there's going to be a very big 180-degree shift in the connection between you two. So this is like, you're not talking every day. But if you were talking every day, you go silent for a long time. If you're silent, you're not talking, you start talking, and there's a lot of conversation. 2 pages and the 8 of staves. Yeah, and it's all good news with the 10 of cups. That's why you guys are talking a lot. That's why you will be talking a lot. After whoever is done analyzing the other one, then the communication happens. So if you're not getting any communication, they're probably the ones analyzing you. Just like you would want to them. And you might be the one analyzing someone, seeing what they're really made of. The metal, And the feminine in the other person is looking very, very attractive. Their life, their lifestyle, their egos are in check. They're passionate. This could be you I'm describing as well. However this is resonating for you. But it's like, it's everything they're seeing, everything that the energy that they're getting or that you're getting affirms that it's a true Ace of Cups, that it's not a lie, you know? Because you could have come on too strong here, or this other person could have come on too strong, and it was like, stop. Or they could have thought that you were, that, you know, someone thought they were just in this for the sexual gratification, which is like, right now, it's like, because this is not a committed relationship. This is very much at arm's length, checking each other out, to, you know, just really verifying. But I'm telling you, there's a little trick up the sleeve here with this, you know, with this Wheel of Fortune here. I think once this passes someone's bullshit test, there could be something that is manifested. I don't know if that's travel with the World card. Actually, you have travel twice with the Chariot. Or it could just be the communication that manifests. That they're going to surprise you with communication. That's probably for a lot of you, that's what it is. All right, where you are now, the role you're currently playing, 2 Wands. We have the 2 Wand cards, the Page of Wands and the 3. I like the 3 of Wands because it speaks to an accomplishment. It speaks to an accomplishment and then an expectation. So I feel like this accomplishment is the accomplishment of an attraction. I'm actually not getting the news, and this has been coming, this and the Hermit, and you have the Hermit here too, because of quarantining and isolation and the news cycles and news coverage and news medias. Also, you guys, I do lives every day, Monday through Wednesday now. Very exciting. Every day at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 2 o'clock PST, I will do one of the 12 sign monthly readings. And I did that to overlap the task force updates, just to give people an alternative source of news and vibrations, like just good vibrations, you know, just to sort of help anyone with their like media consumption over news consumption, like the fear mongering and like the jaw dropping and the appalling and the pearl clutching and all that jazz. So you can always watch me later if you're not able to make it, but just know that happens. Okay, so yeah, I feel like the accomplishment is actually a compliment. Oh, I know what this is called. It's a compliment of desire. So you should be able to confidently accept a compliment of desire or give one or whatnot. And I feel like that's the accomplishment here, is that even though you might have said, hold your horses, literally, look at, or they could have told you to hold your horses, like even though that happened, you got the boundary, or you gave the boundary, they're very complimented. It's a sexual compliment of desire, you know? So it's like they take it very gracefully, and that is like an accomplishment for them. Their expectation, they have an expectation, and they're wanting to keep it in check is what I feel. I feel like they just don't want to get too excited. That's what this is. Oh, I felt it. It's like, is it too good to be true? You or them, someone, you know, they're like trying to tell themselves it's really not. It's, you know, and they're telling me with these divine energies, remember, you guys are in this frequency already. And you guys on the Watch Natalee channel, those of you who've been watching me, your frequencies are changing. The more you consume good vibration, it's not even just me, like I'm this magical, I mean, I am magical, but you are too. And what you're guided to, what you guys are guided to watch on your YouTube, and the other good vibrations that come through your way, that's special. That's special synchronicities and special messages made just for you. Okay? So it's like you live your magical life, and I'm part of your magical life. You need to understand that. Like, let's not get it twisted, okay? I'm part of your magical life. I'm this little, you know, vibrational frequency for you. And this couple, these people, and like the interaction between this divine energy here, these two, they could be, and I'm not saying these people are like they're not like high priestess hierophant, you know, they're more like an emperor and empress who've been studying esoteric wisdom. You know, there were dukes and duchesses, and actually there were a lot of different secret esoteric societies among the nobility of the world, that it was not publicly accepted and it was not allowed. It was illegal to do all this. So that's kind of like what I consider myself. I just feel like I'm a very... Anyway, I'm sorry I'm rambling. I'm like tired. I did Taurus's weekly, and something about the end of Taurus and trying to get geared up for Gemini's energies just really took me out. I feel like Gemini's... Anyway, okay, sorry. Okay, so moving into how they see you. I get super... Just get like... And I know you don't think so. I'm usually really, 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 really quiet. Not with you. The Devil and the Four of Pentacles. That's so greedy. This person sees you, or you see this person as like they're not letting go. It's interesting. Someone won't let go, and someone's trying to escape the connection, or trying to lie to themselves in a very, you know... And it's just like a little bit too good to be true. They have to pass, you or they have to pass the bullshit test. And yeah, they see you're not letting it go. But why do I feel like they like that? You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. I feel like... That's, ooh, you know what? That could be Scorpio, because they like that stuff. You Scorpios, man, you Scorpios love that. Like, you would love to like put up the boundary and be like, okay, I appreciate your compliment of desire. Let's see what you do after I reject you. Because if this person makes, you know, tries to be with me and I put up my boundary respectfully, very respectful and like very chill or very clear, but not disrespectfully or anything. And if they go on their social media and start, you know, antagonizing me, or if they go and start posting all these super flamboyant whatevers, or if they start messing with me, or they start, that shows me that they were never really serious, or they were never a good person, or that they never really wanted me for me, or that'll show me. That's my bullshit test, is how they take this rejection of me. And I think that this... And they don't have to be a Scorpio. You don't have to be a Scorpio. I'm just feeling that energy, because it's like when I looked at this, I'm like, they like this. They like that someone's not letting it go. They like that someone, and there's a little bit, for some, it is going to be a little bit toxic in terms of like, it's got a hold on you a little bit here. That'll like, give it time. You know, like if you are sort of hung up on someone, it'll pass. Like it'll pass. Like, I have my Venus in Sagittarius, so I'll go ahead and tell someone I love them, tell someone how I feel. It always blows up in my face. I'm always like jilted at the end. But the Venus in Sagittarius in me is like Tigger. Like, I'll be sad and it'll be hurt for a long time, but then I'll just like spring back up and I'll see something and I'll go, oh, I love you, you know, and I can do it again. I can fall in love again. I can... you know, it's not so easy with other Capricorns that have difficult Marsens, you know, not even just Capricorns, but just earth and water signs. Like I said, the energy just gets like, it's gotta move through. Gotta move it through, you know, and some people will think that moving their outside reality, where they live, changing friends, changing jobs, changing situations, is moving energy, but it's not. You're just moving the different pieces that are channeling the same energy. Different people channeling the same energy. Different places channeling the same energy. Okay? So I feel like Scorpionic energy here. And then that is a little Capricorn, like, I'm gonna hold on, you know. Doesn't have to be. Definitely doesn't have to be. They're channeling it, though. They are channeling it. But like I said, I feel like they like that. I feel like that's part of them, like, watching you. Yeah, they are watching you. Look at that. That's the lesson here. They're watching you. They could turn on a dime. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy when they give it to me like that. It's like it's not like they're plotting some big surprise party for you. It's if you pass the bullshit test, they can just turn. And then instead of just giving you this boundary and blocking you, they open up, or they whatever. You have this conversation. But that's what it appears. It's like this energy that supports it. It's like, like, why is it showing up as like a toxic devil energy? It's just, this is what they're seeing of you, or this is what you're seeing of them and you like it. And it's looking very passionate and fertile. It's very pregnant. The Empress is eternally pregnant, very pregnant with, you know, it's like they're, you know, okay. Interesting, more earthy energy. This is your hope, your fear, or your opportunity. It's interesting because we have a masculine energy, the King of Pentacles, and then the Star. I actually want to clarify this. Your hope, your fear, or opportunity. The Five of Cups. I knew I was going to get something good. You guys know I thread the energies. They're connected when I get double confirmation. Directly related to someone resisting you, you resisting them. See, they're almost saying, they're almost rejecting you in the beginning just to prove it to themselves. Like, no, it's not real. It's not, they don't really feel that way. It's not a real offer. It's not a real, and see how it looks to them? It looks like a little cup just floating in the air. They have no idea that it's like the real deal. They're inspecting it close up. But this is the opportunity for healing for this energy, whoever this is. If this is you, if this is them, but it's the masculine. It's a very wounded masculine energy. Could be both of you mirroring each other's masculines back to you. That's what came up in the universe is listening reading, and I think that's what it was. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. Thank you. This will, yeah. They don't want to see there's a push and pull here. It's like, I don't think it's real, too good to be true. I don't want this. But at the same time, it's like, well, if it's real, I don't want to have regret either. I don't want to have regret either if I don't act on this and it turns out to be real. That's what the stalemate is. Ooh, I'm good. That's what the stalemate is, and it gets broken. It does get broken. And it's interesting because this divine energy is needing the divine energy, is needing more divine energy. Interesting. Coffee break. I'm sorry, guys. It's allergies. Okay, so... excuse me. Yeah, this is that. It's the acid in the coffee. And then in the outcome, look at this. More masculine energy. We are going to clarify this ASAP. The King of Wands and the Hermit. The Six of Pentacles. You be careful if you don't want to get pregnant. That's all I'm going to say. Dropping it right there. I just saw the okay, here's what I saw. I saw the Hermit. You know, I saw, put it together, the Hermit, quarantine, the Ace of Wands, phallic, passion, let's just say, and then the Empress. So just be really careful that's not what you want, because I feel like all that time alone, quarantined, high off of this whole coming together, passionate. Because here's the thing. Once someone passes your bullshit test, once you pass someone's bullshit... I'm so sorry. It's 49 minutes already. And, you know, once that happens, then you can really let that express itself. You can let your cup flow over. And you can just, you know, really let loose and just be comfortable being like who you are and like expressing yourself. So that's what this is. It's like a reach across the aisle. Very noble souled, generous of spirit, offer coming through. I know it doesn't look like it traditionally, but I wonder if this is like living with someone or something, or quarantining together. This is almost like a Mars transiting the 12th house is what they're showing me. Ooh. Oh, God. And I'm even getting pink. How endearing. Okay, but I'm getting that this is like Mars in the 12th house energy here. But I'm getting that there's energy behind closed doors, that there's energy in where there should be quiet. You know, there's a lot of rumble. King of Wands, this is not a quiet card, and this is a very extremely quiet card. So I feel like there's no quietness. There's aloneness. There's privacy, but no quietness. There's there's a lot of generosity, a lot of generous lovemaking. Okay. But just be careful, like I said, if you don't want to be pregnant, like just be careful. The future, environment after, see, this is another people just getting together. It's just weird. It's weird. It's weird because this is not like a regular love reading, that it's actually a divine couple, and that's how they're wanting me to say it. And that there's a special, like this wouldn't have happened, like it had to happen like this. It had to happen during coronavirus. It had to and this could be for the rest of this year when this plays out. It could be in any of the flare-ups, the corona flare-ups is I guess what I'll call them. It's going to come back, okay? Like I said, watch Mercury retrogrades, and we'll be talking about it every step of the way here. So no worries, I got you. And but that's what I see. That's what I see. I just call it how I see it. Like once you do pass the bullshit test, it's like, well, then you guys go like all the way and go right to like living together, maybe, is what I'm seeing. The future environment, 2 of staves with the 6 of staves. It's like you're taking it online. See that globe in his hand? I feel like that's the World Wide Web right there. I think it's funny. I feel like it's an announcement. This could be, in the olden days, it was printed up in the newspapers that, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so became Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so on this day at this place, whatever. But I feel like this is like going public or something. Like I feel like you guys need time to be together and stuff and get to know each other, maybe even, or get to know each other better, or figure out some sort of quiet quarantine time together. And then it's like you guys emerge into public life, re-emerge into public life. Let's get Oracle for you. I feel like it was pretty clear. I feel like we did good today, guys. Did good. What do you need to release? See, this person knows better. You or this person know better. Let's be real here. All right. I understand not wanting to get your hopes up, but they're showing you, like, the proof is in the pudding. Their actions line up with this lifestyle. They could even be like attractive on social media and like, look at this, look at that. They could even be like posting inspirational quotes and like, trying to be positive and helping other people, really good-natured, good-willed on social media. And this person doesn't believe that, or you don't believe that about this person. And it's like, let's see what they're really like. Let's see how quick those tables turn when they're jilted. And then they like attack you, or you attack them. And none of that happens. None of that happens. They just see you keep doing your thing, whatever that is. Or you see them keep doing their thing, whatever it is. And it's like, and then you see that they're still not letting it go. Even do a little bit of a toxic, but I'm not even getting toxic. I'm getting the sexiness, to be honest. I'm getting that like best sex of your life type. I would say an addiction as if it's like a sexy thing, but I don't want to glamorize addiction. Yeah, Scorpio energy. They like that. Okay. What do you need to release? Once they know, they are tasked with communicating what they know. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a responsibility after they figure it out. After someone passes the bullshit test, there's that responsibility. And that's what that is. It's like, what do you need to release? When it all checks out, you have to act. You have to do it. You have to mobilize. You have to make the changes. You have to let the truth change your life the way it's trying to change your life. So what do you need to release? Fear, negativity, stress, lack of faith, okay? Your hard work is paying off. I feel like that's whoever this is, okay? Your hard work is paying off. So this would be the person who was very amorous, very, maybe fire signish, like direct, blunt. Casanova could have been very romantic. This is the person that got the boundary, and then, you know what? You came across as maybe trying to jump their bones, if this is you. And upon further inspection, you came across as a knight, a Casanova. No, you're actually a queen. You're actually the empress. And that's what their research turns up. If that's you. Otherwise, it's reverse, where you're like, you're just another one person in my DMs. Like, sure, everyone wants to, whatever. What makes you, you're not different, you're not special. Well, the proof is going to be in the pudding, okay? So I feel like your hard work is paying off for the person who is, I would say in love, but this devil card, you get that little bit of like, but it's just the sexual attraction. It's this empress. The empresses and this dominant feminine's hard work is paying off. Yeah, look what I said. Surrender to the divine. Sorry, I rambled so much. Sorry, guys. Okay. Beloved. Passion. As I was just saying that. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Passion here. Very, very, very. And look at on the bottom of the deck, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That's this 8 of Staves all over the place. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. You gotta have them. Okay, guys. I feel like, is there anything else on my little list? Give me a second. Psychic report, tarot report. Okay. That concludes the tarot report. You guys have it. Surrender to the divine. Let it unfold. Everyone can keep doing what they're doing. No one needs to make any... There's no real advice. I feel like this was all a lot of information. Like, to know about the situation, if this is applying to you. You will know if you're the one who's tasked to make that communication to reach across the aisle, or if it is someone else tasked with, if not, then you just have to keep living your life. That's all you got to do. Okay. And if this does devolve into any kind of toxic attachments, just check yourself. Just check in with yourself and say, am I like changing my life like in big ways because of this? Or am I feeling really different a lot of the time because of, just check in with yourself to make sure it's not. And I feel like you're too busy to be, honestly. Queen of Wands is my middle class queen. I feel like you're going to be too busy. You're too into your own life to really let it get bad or anything. Just something to know. Okay, my loves. So moving into the Arteagan Report. Okay. I'm still working out integration between Patreon and WordPress. So things will get so much easier for Arteagan and for patrons. Actually, it's pretty easy right now. But I want to make it like really, really, So stand by. And correspondence. Not that I can remember or recall. There's no old business. There's no new business. No, okay. All right. Gavel, gavel, gavel. I hereby declare this meeting adjourned. I love you all forever and ever and always. I will see you in tomorrow's Daily Bread. And blessings on your head, my loves. Take care, guys. Bye.